I have never seen this happen in the 10 years of me creating content, like ever. If you ever wanted to be a YouTuber or create some sort of community or build a business, literally right now is the best time to do it. And I've seen so many videos about personal branding and the creator economy and how much is gonna grow. You don't wanna miss out, like you really, really don't. And that's why I'm taking personal branding and content creation so seriously this year. My name is Heidi, for those of you who do not know me, and I have been documenting my journey on trying to become a successful content creator. I know how to make good content. I've worked with brands and I've made ads, and I've realized that I don't even want too much of an influence. What I really want to do is provide value to a micro niche and make money that way, because I've always said I want to create videos, but I don't want like millions and millions and millions of people watching me. And so I just want to connect with people who have the same passions and have the same interests. And so this year, that is my content plan, my strategy, and also my business plan for what I'm working on the side. So if you saw the last video, you saw that I hired a coach, and she is helping me really create really trying to create a lucrative business by being a coach. And the way that I even got to trying to become a coach, because I never thought I wanted to be a coach, and I never like saw myself as being a coach, but I had all these different plans, and she really helped me try to like find what was going to be the best way for me to get to where I wanted to be, which is ideally traveling the world and working remotely. So creating an audience on YouTube, or creating an audience and solely relying on AdSense or brand deals and all of that, or just trying to continue to do UGC videos with brands that don't even align with me, I didn't want to continue doing that. And so I wanted to provide some sort of service. And so after some coaching, we finally got to where I feel most happy and most at peace, and that is helping other travel advisors with their content. So I've been a travel advisor for the last year, and I absolutely loved it. I've met so many like-minded people. I've learned so much about the travel industry, but I would notice after a year, like what I really, really love, what I really, really like doing is creating content and marketing. I used to have like two giant to-do lists of like working in the business and then working on marketing and branding. And that was the one that I would wake up for. Like that's the one that I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to do social media. I want to think about the strategies. I want to think about the branding. And then anytime I would get a client, I'm like, oh shoot, now we actually have to plan the trip. So I've always liked social media and storytelling specifically, and like just cinematic travel vlogs. That is my passion. And so I'm glad that I was able to come to a conclusion and really focus in on such a micro niche, because it's just like so specific. So I recently came across a video from this Instagrammer, and I absolutely love what she said, because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. And I'll go ahead and play the video.
I'm a millionaire now, but if I had to start from zero, this is exactly what I would do. Step one, I would make a PSA style post to my Instagram stories on my main personal Instagram account, just letting my friends and family know, hey guys, this is what I'm going to be using my Instagram account for moving on. If you want to stay and support me, I'd love that, but you don't have to. Step two, for 180 days straight, so 180 days straight, I would be making a reel, but here's the catch. It would be insanely educational content solving hyper-specific problems. Think how to bleach tiles, the grout in your tiles, versus how to clean your house. Hyper-specific. Step three, after 180 days of making insanely educational content, solving hyper-specific problems, I would launch a digital product that, again, solved a hyper-specific problem. If you're making general digital products, they're not going to sell. Step four, once I launched this digital product, I would keep making insanely educational content, solving hyper-specific problems that sort of teed up and supported the digital product I was selling. I would pitch every day, but in subtle ways that people wouldn't even really notice I was pitching. Step five, I would rinse and repeat until I hit the income level that I wanted.
So that's basically my plan. And I found the micro niche. I found that there is a need. People are struggling with creating content in that niche. And so I'm going to take a chance on myself and go fully in on trying to help other travel advisors create content and help them with their strategy. While I'm helping other people with their personal brand and content, I knew that I had to work on mine, and what better way to do that than to just start off with a challenge. So originally I was gonna do 180 days like mentioned in the video, which I probably still do, but I'm gonna market it kind of differently for other people to join the challenge. And this really was inspired by this YouTuber that came across, and her name or her @ is like Frankie2. So I really felt motivated and inspired after watching that video, and I've went on other people's channels who are also doing it, but she is doing a 75 hard but for YouTube. And I was going to do 75 days hard on YouTube. That's definitely going to be hard, but I'm going to switch it around. I'm going to do 75 days hard on Instagram instead. And I'm doing this because I actually had a coaching call with my mentor yesterday, and I told her about it, and I totally agree with her. I think I'm going to just try to do it just with short form content on Instagram, because I haven't been consistent whatsoever on any platform. And the only thing I have been consistent has been on YouTube, posting once a week for the last maybe like 3 weeks. So I'm going to get back into the habit of posting on Instagram, only because I haven't been consistent with any type of content at all. And I think I'm after that maybe, so I guess you can consider it like 75 soft. And then after that, I definitely want to do like 75 hard for YouTube. But for now, I'm going to document my journey on that, but you can see daily posts on my Instagram. And so this past week, I have been planning and scripting all my videos, because I know in order for me to be successful on Instagram, I do want to make a higher quality kind of content, whereas on YouTube, I know for this challenge, a lot of us are taking, or a lot of you guys are doing like low maintenance, low effort kind of content, where you kind of just sit down, talk for 10 minutes and post. But on Instagram, I know that I'm trying to reach a specific audience. I'm trying to provide some sort of offer and service for them. And so I want to make the content good. So I am planning and prepping and batching 2 weeks worth of content. And then once that is done, then I'm going to go ahead and start with a challenge and do 75 days of that. But I do want a head start, so that way I don't want to fail at this, you know? If I'm going to say I'm going to do 75 days, I want to provide quality content for 75 days and not, you know, mess that up. So I am really excited. I am nervous, but I've been creating some content on that this past week. I filmed yesterday, and then today I'm going to be editing all of that. And I just, once again, I just love having a coach, because she was able to just go over the scripts with me and just give me really good ideas I'm going to implement. So doing that before I even started was just like a plus. And it's why I keep talking about getting yourself a mentor, just to expedite your success, to expedite like at literally everything. Like, I don't know what I would do without having a coach. This is my second coach, and just like having their knowledge like injected into my brain, like I will pay however much I need to pay to do that. So that is just my little update on that. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is why you should take personal branding seriously this year. I keep hearing people talk about it, and I saw a podcast yesterday from Alex Hormozy and Lewis House, or I forgot his last name, but it's the School of Greatness. And Alex Hormozy was talking about, for those of you who don't know, he is really big in the business and fitness world, and he works with clients who are making over $100 million. So he's like a really big deal. And he's talking about personal branding. One of my favorite YouTubers, Iman Ghazi, he's talking about personal branding. He even started the year with like a big series about just personal branding and the creator economy. Think Media is talking about how the economy is growing rapidly, and how it's going to be like doubling in the next few years. And it's going to be a bigger industry than the music, than the retail. Like, the economy is growing so fast. there is no better time than right now. The other thing is that I'm seeing is that a lot of YouTubers are gaining traction, new YouTubers. And this isn't by accident. They've actually hired or have a dedicated team at YouTube who is helping small creators get more traction. So they're purposely trying to, they are helping you. Obviously, it helps them as well, but this is our chance. You have to start posting. You have to just start. And I think it's this is the best time to create your dream life, to create what you've always wanted. I know that I've always wanted to be a YouTuber since I was in high school 10 years ago. And I've never gotten the chance to make it the way that I wanted to, but I have so much knowledge that I can help other people who have no idea what they're doing. And that's something that Iman Ghazi reminded me of. I kind of had these limiting beliefs that I couldn't be a content coach for travel advisors because I didn't have 100,000 subscribers, or because I didn't have I wasn't living my dream life, or I didn't wasn't traveling the world and all of this other stuff that I keep telling myself. But what he said in the video was that people will work with you even if you're just one step ahead. Just one step ahead. And I know I'm many steps ahead from other travel advisors who are professionals at what they do. They've been doing trip planning for years. They built an agency. That's their expertise, and what they need help with is something that I'm way better at. So I had to just believe in myself more. And this whole journey of just having a coach and having this, it's just been a crazy ride. You think that you worked on yourself and did all the inner work until you start your own business, and then every day it's something new. Every day you're trying to work through something, and it all seems simple, and then you get all these weird thoughts and you question everything. And I saw this on a TikTok one day. Someone said you'll really get your faith tested if you're an entrepreneur. It's such a spiritual journey, and I truly believe that what we're doing is so much more than just us. It's trying to connect with other people and provide some sort of value to other people and trying to connect with them. And so that is a pretty spiritual path, I believe. It really is something so special that we get to be a part of. I just love how we can build a community online and we can make friends from around the world. I recently saw that someone from China just followed me, so shout out to you, you know who you are. But I was going through her channel, and she has a jewelry brand, and I was just oh my gosh, the fact that I can connect with her and see what she's up to all the way in China is just still mind-blowing to me. It's just so mind-blowing to me. So anyways, that's kind of just my little update for the week. And I will keep you all updated on my journey, of course. But like I said, I'm not doing 75 Hard on YouTube just yet, but you can definitely find me on Instagram. But again, that Instagram is specifically for travel advisors, but I'm doing content strategy and giving advice on how to create good content. So if you are interested, you can definitely follow me there as well. You can find me at Where's Heidy R. So I'm excited for all of us. I'm excited for all of you who are doing the 75 Hard YouTube. That's just really impressive, and I am keeping up with a lot of people who are doing that. So I'm excited for all of us, and I think this is just a little boost that we all needed. It's just to restart and just start with building momentum and building that foundation of content. So alrighty, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye y'all.